Welcome back to the Michael D. Show in the Beyond Publishing Studios. I'm so excited about our next guest. Shavonne Reed is from Atlanta, and we're launching her new book, Ugly Duckling. Welcome, Shavonne.
Hello, how are you?
Tell me about Ugly Duckling. What you see is not what you get. You're writing a fiction book.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a story that has been bubbling up in me for years now. And so I'm so excited to finally unleash it and share it with the world.
Unleash it on the world. You know, I know when I met you at the National Speakers Association in Georgia, you were bubbling about it then, and I'm so excited and so proud of you. You and your husband run a marketing agency there. You do a lot of things. Tell us a little bit about Shavonne.
Yes, of course. So our agency is Opua Agency, and it stands for Optimistic Pupil Unified for Awareness. So we're all about social impact marketing and really trying to help bridge the generational gaps with health equity and making sure that we promote health and try to get people to understand how to just do that, you know, a little bit better.
Now, something inspired that. Was it your mother that inspired that? Go remind me that story.
Yeah, absolutely. So unfortunately, I lost my mom in 2021 from several diseases that were preventable. And so after seeing that, her decline and going through that experience, I decided that I needed to really reprioritize my self-care and my health because I wanted to be here for my girls. I have a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old, and my husband has lost a lot of his family due to chronic illness. And so I just wanted to try to help change that, you know, especially for Black women, because we have such a huge burden on us, and it really affects us at the cellular level. And there are some studies like the Black Women's Health Imperative, the Fair Work Initiative, that really digs deeper into that and kind of gives you an idea of how corporate, you know, systemic racism really impacts our health.
Well, I know you're speaking everywhere, you're making change happen, you're on podcasts all the time. What is the best way for people to get a hold of you?
So I am Shavonne Reed on all social media. I'm very active on Instagram as well as LinkedIn. I do have a YouTube channel as well as a podcast. It's called the Future Health Now podcast, and we just focus on trying to educate and increase awareness for policymakers, for advocates, for health communicators, and parents just on how to really help drive promotion of health in the future.
Ugly Duckling, the book, is available everywhere books are sold. You're launching right now International Women's Day.
Yes.
But you've got the ebook, the audio book, the hardcover, the paperback that you're launching over the next few months as well, globally, and many markets as well. And so what's the main takeaway you want women to go home with when you're speaking on stage or when they're reading your book?
I really want them to center in on overcoming low expectations, because I feel like that has been like the overarching theme of my life, right? And so I want them to know that no matter what obstacles are up against you, you can overcome them, and you can find a way to really blossom and do the things that your heart desires, and just the sky is the limit.
You know, you have two young girls, right? And so, you know, a few years from now when they walk down that aisle, you know, or even later than that when they start giving you grandbabies, or when you're on your deathbed and everybody's gathered around, what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be remembered for? What do you want your girls and your grandkids to say about you?
I want them to know that Grandma was like all about LOL. So living a life of love, laughter, and legacy, because laughter is really good for the soul, and to really just prioritize self-care and love, because that self-love, I didn't have it forever because I thought I was an ugly duckling.
Oh, no. Well, you walk in here and you're beautiful. You demand respect and attention, not just the outward beauty, but everything you're doing and making an impact and helping people. Now, beyond the book, because you know, a lot of authors launch a book and they know they're not going to get wealthy from the book, but they want it to open doors. What do you want your book to do for you? Yeah,
I want the book to open up a conversation with the world, really, about how to just motivate, inspire, encourage women to just be their best authentic self.
Yeah. Now, do you and your husband work together in the business, or you have assigned roles, or how does that work?
So we try to stay hands off and let me be the, you know, powerhouse to run the business. And of course, he is my confidant, my consultant, and my financier. So
financier too. That's awesome. So he knows his lane. Huh?
Yes, he does. But he offers really great advice all the time. So I greatly appreciate him.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I know you're speaking everywhere, and we're so glad to have you. We want to have you back on the Michael D. Show. Thanks for being with us here today. ShavonneReed.com.
That's correct.
to have her on your podcast. I would imagine you love speaking to women, right?
I love to speak to women and girls.
Women and girls. So pick it up now, available everywhere. #1 on Amazon, Ugly Duckling. What you see is not what you get. Gina St. George, author, bestseller of Arrival, says, sensationally good. You won't be able to put it down, so grab some for your entire office, for your direct sales company, for your ladies in your startup, for your ladies in your organizations. This is a powerful book that will instill confidence in them and encourage them to thrive and not just survive. I'm really proud of you and your journey. Yes. We didn't talk much about the fiction side of the book, but just real quick here, give us a little peek of what's on the inside.
Oh my goodness, it's a wild ride. So it's really all about this one girl who has like this big, bold, audacious dream, and she goes for it, but she has like not quite the confidence that she needs, but she's able to navigate the waters a little bit and kind of get there. So I think it's really a very inspirational story.
Wow, and tell us, are you in the story?
It's inspired by my life's event, so.
Inspired by a true story. So check her out. Yeah. Thanks, Shavonne, for being with us. We're going to have you back on the Michael D. Show and Beyond Publishing. Check her out. Thank you very much.